Is this thing on?
This thing is on. All right.
We are officially here. Let's start off with some gratitude so we can get grounded for this episode because it's been a busy morning / afternoon. So first of all, I'm grateful that we're in here. I'm grateful that we have this little space heater. I'm grateful for the roof over my head and staying warm today.
Yeah, definitely. It's cold out. I'm grateful for clothes.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm grateful you guys are back for another episode of Plantspiration Unplugged. We're John and Stefanie Ignaffo, founders of Plantspiration. We started a nonprofit to educate, motivate, and inspire people to go plant-based for their health, the animals, and the planet.
I love that. Yes, people know us for losing 250 pounds as a family and reversing a slew of diseases. We did that over 13 years ago. Now we're reaching and teaching people all over the world how to do the same thing, break free from that standard American diet, because we're sick of seeing people being sick. So we're just glad you guys are back.
Yeah, for sure.
Welcome. Yeah, what a week. I'm freezing, so I'm just going to keep this.
Come on.
It's a little cold outside.
Yeah.
I saw 20 below with wind chill.
But it's not in here.
Why does it only say 77? Why does it only say 77?
Because it was on 84 earlier. And
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I need to be
okay,
like in that kind of an area.
Okay.
Busy morning, busy week. I'm excited to get in here. We had some really great feedback from the last podcast. And I just want to say thank you guys. When you leave feedback, when you leave comments, we are loving this. You got emotional last week and everybody went crazy.
Yeah, well, that happens.
It does.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were talking about people that we lost, you know?
A lot of compassion that I think kind of grew as we went down this road. Wouldn't you say? Stuff like that?
For sure.
We're going to talk about compassion today over judgment and why people quit and we don't. Well, I mean, This is the time of year where most people are quitting their gym, they're quitting their plan, their resolution, their stuff like that. But I already know, according to what I've heard this week from members and what we're doing over here at Plantspiration, that's quite the opposite. It like these people have already been slaying it and they continue to slay it. And I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Heck yeah, they were already crushing before the new year.
They were.
They didn't have to make that same old resolution.
No, and then everybody else is seeing it and they're like, yeah, this isn't it. This is where dieting stops.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that at first.
No, we didn't.
So that's why we're in here talking kind of about it. But first, honestly, I just want to say, what a week. Can we talk about the week? How was your week, by the way? This is like all you. Because your week was, I was just over here doing my thing.
Well, yeah, I was doing mine. It's busy.
Well, what were you doing, John?
Working a couple different jobs. Loving what I do.
Not on a couple different jobs. You work a couple jobs.
Yeah. You know, business down the street. I work at a spring company, and then I have my own machine shop. So I'm a busy boy. And then, I had to go I went to the dentist today for a little teeth cleaning.
That was the other day, yeah.
Yeah, right?
How'd that go?
That went all right. And I was I've been like biting my lip, you know, because my teeth like went a little crooked on me. Mm-hmm. So I'm like trying to get, I'm like, hey, I should get those Invisaligns or those. Is that what they're called? Yeah. I actually said it right.
Invisaligns.
Yeah, and not a sponsor of the program yet, but
no, but this is hilarious.
But yeah, so I did that. Well, I did it last time. I got the scan. I did all this. Went into the insurance, and then they sent me this letter. It said, pretty much said, you're too old for that.
That's not right. What?
I was like, yeah, like I don't meet the age requirement. I'm like, well, I meet the requirement that you're taking my money every month.
Yeah, right.
Okay, what's up with that?
Oh boy, here we go.
Well, geez, come on. I'm too old to have straight teeth?
Well,
I told the lady, I'm like, listen, I just want them.
What lady?
The lady at the dentist office. I said, you know, I just want to I got to get it fixed because I'm biting my lip. I said, I think I look good enough.
Yeah.
Even if I have crooked teeth, I think I'm all right. But I'm biting my lip, so let's kind of do it's a medical reason that.
Wait a minute.
I'm looking to get my teeth straightened out a little bit.
You walked in, you said, I want to do this dispute. And you said, I've actually got a letter that I've put together.
Oh, yeah.
And when you told me this, you told me you had this letter.
Yeah.
And you actually put that in the line. If I know I look good enough that I could have crooked teeth.
No, I told the lady that.
Oh,
That
I
wasn't
thought that
in the letter. No.
Oh my God. I thought you put that in the letter. I was
That
like,
would have been great.
you,
Anyways, I got my teeth cleaned, and then by the time I get out, she's like, "Oh, I got this dispute letter ready to go. I'll send it in, and
Yeah.
I'll take care of everything." I'm like, excellent, great. I don't even have to do any of that.
okay, that was
great.
nice.
It's awesome.
I like them over there. I really do.
Yeah.
But that was, when you told me that, I was
That's
like,
Infinity Dental in Fox Lake, Illinois, and they crush it.
I love them.
Yeah. Dr. Prendergast.
I can never get his name right.
That's it.
I don't know why. I always just say, hey, Doc, what's up?
He's cool.
It was a busy week too. Then every time you came home, you were down in the basement. I'm like, what are you doing down there?
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing down there?
Just getting ready.
Yeah.
Pulling out the old dusty ass drum set that was down there and getting it out and ready and making room to do a little jam sesh with my childhood buddy, Jimmy.
You gotta have joy in your life. And it was really nice to see you guys.
Oh, yeah.
doing
Yeah.
it together.
It was fun. I mean,
How's he doing? Like, how did that go?
I don't know. It went great. He was just getting it all tweaked and set up, and man brought extra cymbals and, of course, a cowbell. You can never have too much cowbell, you know.
Oh my God.
You got everything, a little tambourine thing on it. It's freaking awesome.
It was fun.
It's a nice set. It was really fun.
I cannot wait for you to go back to work tomorrow so that I can go down there and just like go to town.
You gonna jam it out, or
I'm
what?
absolutely going to jam it out. I follow this guy on Instagram, just completely random. You guys, I like music. Yeah, great. But I like plants, but I don't want to see them 24/7. My feed on Instagram is like,
Got to blow off a little steam, right?
I've got this guy. What is Emil something?
The drummer dude, yeah.
All I notice is he's pouring water or drinks, or every time he's like doing some drinks, pouring it on his drums. And it's just like, dun, dun, dun.
But he's not part of Blue Man Group.
He's not, but it is kind of like a
it's
Blue
fine,
Man
though.
Group kind of a
I wonder
vibe.
if maybe he was a Blue Man Group guy. I don't know.
I don't know, but
But it was pretty great. He's an awesome drummer.
as soon as Jimmy left, I was like,
Oh, and he put on a double bass kick.
that was it for me.
That was cool.
So as soon as he left, I was like, let me go downstairs and check these out. Because I've been watching this drummer for months.
Yeah.
Thinking about like, what would that feel like to just look cool like that drumming? It's right. Doesn't
Still don't know.
well, hey,
Hey, what?
you don't say that. I
Don't
was
pour
down
water
there.
on the drums either.
No, I won't
Don't
do that. But I immediately went down there, saw the double kick. I was going to town.
That was great. So yeah, I fired up the guitar and we made a little noise.
So that's pretty cool.
And the cat, we still haven't found the cat. He's
We made
hiding somewhere.
lasagna. We made lasagna last night. We had a ton of lasagna. Everybody loved that.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Garlic bread.
Made enough to have some today.
Oh, that's right. I made 2 batches.
We made
we did
2.
that.
We're gonna I know
Doesn't
it's
it
for
feel
dinner.
good to
Yes.
feel good?
Yeah, I feel fantastic.
This is why we're in here talking about this kind of stuff. We want everybody to feel good. We didn't know. We actually didn't know. And this came up because I was reading an article about vegan restaurants getting closed. There's a bunch of
Yeah,
vegan restaurants
yeah.
that have gotten closed down in Chicago.
And it's not just Chicago, all over.
All
New York
over.
too. I've been reading it.
Why is that?
Because it's like there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons, economic reasons,
Sure.
and a lot of things.
It's not looking good. So it's
No, it's not looking good. I mean, there are a lot of things for ones that were like really middle city, like right there with all the businesses. There's so many people that aren't going to the office. Like they're working from
True.
home now. There's not all that office lunchtime foot traffic.
Yeah, since COVID, everything has changed. People are working from home. We're
And
not hitting the restaurants
ingredients.
downtown. And what?
Just all the costs of everything.
Yeah.
Not just rent, but yeah, all the food, the ingredients, the labor. I mean, a lot of things, a lot of costs way
I
up. And
know-
if you have less people coming in, it's hard to how you going to offset that. Because I mean, of course, there's some regular night, family style, like family invested, without investors. So they're really trying to do it.
Keeping it going.
And it's hard, but the investors are just like pulling out. It's like it was just a trend to them,
That sucks.
and
because
not really a way to live.
And then let me ask you this while we're in here talking about it. Don't you feel like, I feel like it feels like we're taking a hit. It feels like we're taking a hit. We've got the food pyramid that totally kicked us in the gut. And I say us because when we started this, we went into it for the health. The compassion then came, but we wanted everybody to feel this good. We couldn't believe it. And we did, when we started this in 2013, we said we went vegan.
Yeah.
And when we said we went vegan, there was zero question we were eating whole grains, fruits, vegetables, beans,
Right.
and greens. That's what that meant, and we adopted that whole compassionate part, starting with ourselves. We were like, hey, this is kinder to our body. I mean, that was in our vocabulary. We were like, this is just kinder for our body. When our daughter wanted to go vegan, we were 100% against it for health reasons. We were like, that's ridiculous. That's the stupidest idea ever. Where are you going to get your protein? Where are you going to get your iron? We were genuinely concerned for her health. But when she brought up the compassionate part, the ethical part of it,
It's like, you can't argue with that.
I couldn't, the cognitive dissonance went out the window. I immediately knew, like, how could I tell my kid, eat our cat or something like that? Wow. Like, it made sense to me. It made sense. So I was like, okay, whatever, do this thing, but I really wasn't supportive of it. I was judgmental.
Yep. I know. I feel bad about that.
I feel really bad, but we didn't know we were doing what I think most people do to us. And we see it all the time. People are crapping on us or saying misinformation. Now I get it.
Yeah. Totally.
You know what I mean? I get it. But I feel like that's taken a hit too. Like, it's getting a bad rap. Like, all these, between the food pyramid, between the restaurants, and kind of like, I see the articles going on. And then I also see people talking about other vegans making it hard. And I've said it for a while.
Yeah.
I said it. What year did I say this on the radio?
Years ago on the radio. Yeah. A freaking interview.
Did you expect that to come out of my mouth?
No. Tom Keefe's like, what's the hardest thing about being vegan? That was the question. Yeah,
we did this whole, he said, and this is a big radio station. I'll get to what I said in a minute, but let me just explain. It's a huge radio station between Milwaukee and Chicago, 95 Will Rock. They call me up and they say, we're going to do a Ask the Vegans episode.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah. He's like, yeah, I see you on social media. He's like, you're hilarious. Here's a chick riding a bike with her microphone, and you got kale on the trail. He was just like, you're hilarious. Get her in here. So we come in there, both John and I, we're in there doing this interview, and it's people calling in. Like, we're answering questions right out the gate, doing everything. Ask a vegan. And I was proud, you know what I mean? I'm like, we're eating healthy things. Beyond Burger was just kind of coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
The trend. How can we jump on this trend?
Yeah.
But at the end of the interview, Tom Keefe lays that question on me. What's the hardest part about being vegan?
Yeah.
And without even flinching, I said,
no hesitation.
The other vegans.
Yeah. And he wasn't expecting it. He was like, what?
Nobody was.
No, because they were all thinking like, oh, giving up this or giving up that. We've gained so much more foods and flavors.
That was easy.
See, now we call it plant-based.
That was easy, making the decision to make the changes. The hard part is I'm trying to inspire other people to do this. And there's a negative vibe that comes with it because there's so much judgmental stuff going on, and then people on the computers are just saying mean stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm out here talking about inspiring people, and getting more compassionate and understanding along the way. And then really,
the keyboard warriors are crapping on you.
It made it to the point where I was like, I don't even want to say this because people think if I say vegan, they think I'm being judgmental, and they think I'm just being this version that is a stereotype. And all along, I've been like, we're going to show people that it's not always like that. Like, there's mean people everywhere. There's judgmental people everywhere.
Totally.
And my compassionate part is saying, and that's okay if they didn't recognize or understand that yet. But I cannot get over how hard it can be sometimes when somebody, for example, should I share this story?
What is it? Yeah.
A classmate was like writing I've been watching you. I see what you've done. People see that I've lost the 100 pounds. People see that I've kept it off almost 14 years, or we're in our 14th year. Yeah. And they're asking questions. They're seeing nothing has changed. This hasn't been a trend for us. We got healthy. We stayed here.
That's what I mean. We started this way before like the trend wave came and all the vegan foods and everything. That's why it's hard to associate with vegan now, because you can get vegan at the drive-thru and it's better for the animals, of course.
It's not compassionate for your body. No. It's not compassionate for the planet. It's not, and it doesn't make you a better person, which is what I feel like some people are kind of walking around acting like.
Right. And I'm just doing it for my health. And of course it's better. It's automatically better for the animals and the planet.
That came with it. Once we started feeling really good.
I don't feel better than anyone else. I just want to feel better.
I want to feel better. And I want everybody else to understand that we didn't realize that you could feel better. We didn't realize that this was there. So we started going on and on about it. And hey, this is so awesome.
So the classmate came on and said, hey.
Yeah, because I'm talking about how awesome this is.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know what? I got some of those vegan eggs, and I think it was something about like she had birds and, she was like going to try some vegan eggs, and maybe her birds ate eggs or something. I don't know exactly what happened. It was like a blur, but all of a sudden like a complete fire started. And this vegan advocate came in and just started, he shit all over this person who was being curious about like, hey, are these, vegan egg products worth getting into, and just, you're a jerk for, this person was like writing
because they're
mean
eating
stuff.
Eggs.
Yeah.
You have birds and you're eating eggs. Like,
yes. Like what a horrible person you are that you're eating eggs and you are trying to say you love birds. And I just remember thinking,
what you wrote. What did you write? That's what
were you born vegan?
Yeah.
Where I just said, were you born vegan? Mm-hmm. And then crickets chirped.
Seriously.
But that's the thought, terrible. I think.
That's the bad stigma that
comes with it.
Yeah, because there's people like that are shitting on everybody else for how we've all grown up. I'm reading stuff, and in Europe, it's the same thing. Same thing. Same exact thing.
Really?
Yep. Exactly same thing.
Like people are just being rude about it, or what?
It's a human thing, really. Well, it goes both ways. You don't even, if somebody just hears that you're vegan, they don't even need to talk to you. They already have this preconceived notion that you're judgmental, and, and it all comes from, the cultural conformity and everything, how we've grown up. Like we're supposed to, like, how can you, what are you doing? Like it totally goes against the tribe.
Well, when I hear you say that, I have to think, in reality, I was on that side too. Mm-hmm. Because when we first heard about it, and I grew up and I heard people talk about it, I immediately was like,
that's stupid,
dumb. Why would you do that? So when I took it on and we made this transition as a family, one part of me was immediately when I found this information out and I knew that the standard American diet was literally the root cause of chronic disease. It was very instinctive for me to want to call people I love immediately. Yeah. And I went a little overboard, like, wow, I'm freaked out right now.
Yeah, admittedly, we came out a little hot, but it wasn't about, don't eat any more animals. It was about, holy shit, you're going to feel amazing.
Yeah, it was more like we wanted to share the wealth of, health is wealth. Like, check this out. Mm-hmm. And then when the compassion part came in, that got really popular, even the documentaries and stuff. It was getting a lot of that. And then I was like, wow, this is really bad. And maybe we should be telling people, like, this is awful what they do to cows. And this is awful what they do.
Yeah, wow.
And then I just thought, that's not what made me want to do this.
No, exactly.
It made me want to do this because the health made me feel so good. For us, the compassion part was just like, wow, I can't do this anymore.
It's there way before you see any bootleg footage inside a slaughterhouse.
Yes.
It was already a no problem.
It was watching the trend of some of this stuff go on. Mm-hmm. And the more that people started being the more shaming that went on for not being vegan and what I watched happen and what I see happen on my post, it made me, it's like I want to say this, and I mean this with all my heart, you're making it harder.
Yeah.
You're making it harder for us to want to share something that's so beautiful, that feels so good. All this plant, all this nutrition, all this love, all this compassion that came instinctively with it. And then we've got this negative.
Right. That just helps them solidify their story, not do it from peer pressure or,
Yeah.
cultural, like you're like shunned from the, you're not, you're just not part of the in crowd and going out and
Like the stereotype, I want it to be a compassionate thing. And that's what it really started off to be.
Yeah.
Nobody in the beginning and in the 60s and in the 70s and all this, you didn't hear that part of it, like shaming other people.
No doubt.
It was a lot more compassion and understanding. So, I mean, this is unfortunate that with the economy and with these things that have happened that we've seen the hit.
Yeah.
But it's almost like I feel the rise of just more people doing this because of a trend and bailing out. And I want to say, if you're really into this for compassion and for the animals and for the planet, we can be really compassionate about it.
Well, yeah,
like, what are you
totally.
thinking? Because
I'm just
am I saying what?
Well, no. Because a big part of this is people have gone with the quote marks vegan. And
This is a tough subject.
They're like, their health has not gotten better or has gotten worse because, vegan food nowadays is not all the whole foods that you should be having. It's, meats and cheeses and different things that are just all these vegan products that are just loaded with coconut oil and different oils. I mean, it's
changed. So it's
better for the animals, but it's not doing anything
Absolutely.
for your health. So if you're going for the health, you need to get into the Plantspiration. That's where it's at.
Well, it's the
Whole Foods.
It's Whole Foods, plant-based.
Delicious whole food. I can't wait
but in
for the
2013,
health report. Wait until you hear someone.
Really?
Yeah,
and we've had to
awesome.
weed out the confusion with vegan because we get a lot of people that are like, well, I'm vegan and I'm not losing weight and I'm not reversing disease. And
I'm not having milk and I'm just having my nut creamers now and I'm this or that. But it's
or my Beyond Burgers or my this. And we're not dissing these things. We're not
they're
saying
transition
that,
foods, but
the trend of getting healthy has never stopped.
right.
And that's what we're getting into is health is wealth trend, not this, remember when Pelotons were the big thing and then everybody had to have a Peloton or the Stanley Cup, everybody had, these are trends. The Beyond Burgers, the Burger King, vegan burgers. The trend is detrending, but I want to say this is health and it's never left.
Yeah. Well, totally. And that reminded me that's another reason, like regular restaurants are adding more like vegan options to their menu. So then more people can meet at those regular restaurants and satisfy the vegans and these people, and everybody can still enjoy themselves. Instead of just vegan only restaurant, it's hard for, I don't know.
Well, here's something that I'd seen, and I'm not being judgmental, but I'm telling you something I observed. When I had seen some vegan restaurants say that they were going to be putting in some animal-based products.
Oh man.
Like people went off on them and I just, I stood by and I could understand, like
they're just trying to stay in business.
They're just trying to stay in business and they were trying to do these things. And I thought, hey,
it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I mean, what am I going to do? Not go into a grocery store because they sell.
You sell meat there too.
I have to go in and get my vegetables, and that's logical in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. I don't want to do that and make people think that I'm better than them. I'm going to come in here and get what I need and understand that I was there too.
Man, I'm telling you, I don't understand
where
you think it's okay. Yeah, and the judgment that people get. It's like, dude, 6 months ago you were rolling through McDonald's like nothing.
I see a lot of that.
What are you doing? What are you talking to these people like that?
Yeah, that's, or they just started like, I decided to do this and now I'm going to, and then there's lots of stuff on the internet and groups that kind of feed into that, like to bitch back at people and, you don't need.
Yeah, it's trying to make themselves feel better. Yeah. It's really a reflection of how they feel about their old self.
I get it.
Like, yeah.
You know what I mean? I know when people mention vegan, it just, I thought it just meant, you know what?
What?
I didn't think of health, that's for sure. I just thought it meant for the animals. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
But
That's why.
exactly. There was the cognitive, you know what? You're making me realize that was the cognitive dissonance. And you watched me do it right here. Like, what was it? Oh, it was for the animals. But it almost was like I didn't want to acknowledge that I knew then it was for the animals, but it wasn't like going to click. Because I was over here petting a dog with one hand and then eating a burger with the next. I didn't understand at the time. And that's all right. And that's how I look at it for other people. Like, it's okay if it didn't click, but shaming them for it isn't that's not what did it for me.
No.
I didn't watch Forks Over Knives and they're like, you're a loser for eating animals. I was like, what? I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You know, I would have left, but I stayed because I was like, this feels good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
But I mean, really, it did start us going plant-based, going vegan, however we're going to describe it. It did start as the next thing to try.
Vegan.
The next thing to eat. Well, yeah, vegan, but I mean, we eat whole food plant-based. It's like it's different.
Now I have to decipher it because the consumerism and the marketing got involved and it ruined the whole health aspect of it. I'm going to say.
Oh yeah, I saw them vegan sausages and I don't eat that. But I thought you were vegan. Yeah, but it's just.
Oh, well, then you're better than us. So you're not eating vegan sausages. It's like, no, that's not what we're saying. I'm just going by the science.
I don't care what you eat. It's for me, man. I know how I feel.
And we know the science that this is what the evidence was based on was the whole foods and the low fat. And that's why we're going to keep on bringing it to where it's at. And that's right. People are still looking for health. And people are still needing some compassion.
Seriously. I mean, it's the health, looking to get healthier. It will never stop. Look at all the different trends and all the different, and this workout in 7-minute abs or 8-minute abs, or we could do it in 6. And I mean, there's
speaking of another
so
trend,
much stuff.
I would be lying if I didn't say we started this somewhat in a trend way. We saw the Forks Over Knives, but we did start bringing in some juicing, and I'll talk about why we don't talk about it because it was a trend. And that trend ended.
Well, you can't. Yeah, I mean,
what happened? Remember, we started.
You can't just juice. You can't just drink juice for like ever, and that's it. You're done.
Well, we watched it happen because we did it. People saw it right away, like, oh wow, they juice. But we also transitioned right into whole food, plant based, right out the gate. Right. We ate very clean. Right out the gate. That's why we were feeling so good. And people wanted a juice. And so we were getting everybody juicing. We were already eating food by then, but now people were like the juicing trend. And remember Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead? It was in every Bed Bath & Beyond. It was on every JCPenney corner. Get the book, get the DVD. Everybody was juicing. Everywhere I looked, I had a juicing PDF. I had all this stuff. Now, we had lost already.
I just made a juice this morning.
We made a juice. Exactly.
It's freaking good for you.
It is. But we didn't pick it up as a trend. We brought it in as health.
Right. That was our angle. We're always looking for health. The juice.
It started that way.
I don't look at it as trend. It was the next thing. How can I get healthier because I feel like dog shit? Okay. Sorry.
Goodness.
Well, geez, I didn't feel good at all. Like I couldn't get energy. I just needed energy. And that was way back when all the energy drinks were coming out and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, let me try this. Let me try that. And then working here from home was like 2 pots of coffee a day. I'm like I had no energy.
Little did we know we had clogged arteries because we would go to the doctor. They would say everything is fine.
You're fine.
You know, we know now. The scans, the science, the diet. We know now what that does to the arteries and to the body.
Right.
And if you want to be compassionate, you might want to be nice to your arteries and your body and your stuff like that. And we learned along the way.
I didn't have like high blood pressure yet because I still had flow, but they were closing down. I was getting less nutrients and oxygen to my whole body. So I didn't feel like I was dragging ass, let's just say.
We both were.
So this was another thing. It was like, okay, we've done over the years Weight Watchers, South Beach, Nutrisystem, this system, that thing, that over there. We'll try your food, their food. How about we try real food?
It came down to that.
Yeah. But that's what we did. We did some juicing, lost weight, felt great. Then it was like, all right,
People wanted to do it though. And then what happened? It was like more realization that we were like, this is also not sustainable, and I'm not going to keep talking about it because everybody would do this juice fast, and they would go.
But after juicing, we went to plant-based.
Whole food plant-based right out the gate.
Yep.
It was already right there. It might have gave us a teeny kickstart, but we didn't stop because we went into this not for the trend. We went into it for the health, and we had to find that. We knew right away, this is not sustainable. Great start. Thank you very much. But we're going to need to keep this off. We're going to need to stay this way, and I'm not going to starve myself, white knuckle it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we realized, all right, all of what we've been eating.
Yeah.
It's kind of what screwed us up, made us sick. So we're not going to go back to eating all that after juicing.
Yeah.
And that was proven out with people that went juicing. They juiced, man. I saw people
they lost weight. We had friends that lost weight.
50,
they did it. Yeah.
75, 25 pounds, whatever. And then they go back to their normal diet of, frozen pizzas and beer and this and that and everything. It's like, oh,
and
shit.
I was like,
burgers
wow.
And fries. And I was like,
I was like, I'm explaining it wrong. Or maybe they're not getting it. They think that this juice is going to be the cure. And we realized then there's more.
yeah, because you
That
just
was a trend.
end up like right
Going
where
back
you were.
to where you were.
Exactly where you were.
It's not how it works here, though. And that's
No,
why
because we've
built a program that stops the dieting, stops this white knuckling and these trends. This isn't a trend. We're still, that's why most people
this is
quit.
the trend that don't end. Okay, if you want to call it a trend.
Yes.
Plant-based, in your face. Like,
This
that's
is-
what we eat, man. That's all.
If you're still looking.
We're just trying to share
yeah.
the knowledge that, holy cow, you're going to feel amazing.
Weight loss industry, still one of the top industries.
Yeah.
Nutrition, diet industry, one of the top industries. The medical system, still heart disease, leading killer. We still have a cure for it, a resolution. People have reversed their heart disease by making diet and lifestyle changes. And that should be the norm.
Yeah. I mean, that was the thing.
That's not a trend.
I went in it going for the health. I just want to get healthier.
Yeah.
Like, I lost weight it was like a
bonus.
Yeah, that was just a symptom
I
of getting healthy. I lost weight.
I thought I was going to lose 10 pounds and I would be back on.
I didn't know. Wasn't even thinking about it. I was just drinking and juices and then eating clean, and holy cow.
We felt good and it just kept on feeling good. And that's why we started doing what we were doing. It took years before we really opened the doors and said, this is how we're going to approach it. It's not going to be about juicing. That was a trend. It's not going to be about dieting, because that is always a trend. This is about health. This is about wellness. This is about teaching people how to take the best care of themselves, because you're not going to learn this anywhere else. You're not going to learn it in school. They're not teaching it in medical school, nutrition and how to get moving and sleep well and have a community of people that support you. So
I realize as I get older,
compassionately,
I don't know how to act my age because I feel friggin' fantastic.
it's what we hear.
I don't know.
Even our kids say, like, nobody believes that you guys are the age that you're at, or you don't act your age, or you're still dancing around and being goofy. And nobody here cares how goofy I am. I notice that when
we're here in the
I'm
house.
acting like I am, and
Oh yeah, why?
you guys are just so used to me, like, acting.
You can't stifle the energy. Come on, it's just fantastic.
I just think today's a good day to talk about compassion over judgment. And even in the group, we tell people all the time, there's no point in being judgmental. We've all had it. We've all been there. And that's not going to make anybody want to get healthier by you shaming them on how they're doing.
Right.
And I see so much of that.
From day one, if I could, since for the community that you've built, it's just been that way.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like these vegan groups out there that people are just shitting on each other. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, geez.
So I'm going to
wow.
share something.
It's awesome.
And
people are awesomely, positively supportive in there. And it's amazing.
It's absolutely incredible. For example, like, I didn't allow something one day in the group and it upset somebody. And seriously, that's the last thing I want to do is ever upset somebody. But what they were doing was, and by no fault of their own, they were just sharing something that they experienced. Like, I told somebody who was eating meat what a terrible person they were.
Oh, wow.
And they wanted to share that they made this move. And I had to delete it because I don't want anybody to act like that. And we never did in the beginning, because I knew right away when we said that we were...
I ate like that before. I can
Exactly.
never crap on somebody
Your
for
face
doing
right
that.
now,
Well,
like you did that one meme where
like,
she's like,
hey.
hello. That's exactly what it was. And here's the thing, and I realized that early on, and maybe you guys can understand that. I forgot we were even having people listen, like I was actually in a good conversation with you. I remembered in the beginning when we said that we went vegan, as soon as we said that word, like people came out and well, I eat bacon, I eat steak right away. And I thought,
okay,
I did too a few months ago. And I get it, but what made you want to have to, I mean, we know now why people do that, but I never went across people who were meat eaters, and I still would never to this day say, hey, that's pretty rude of you for doing those things. And I've even had vegans message me and say, hey, that person is still eating meat. You should not be friends with them.
Unfriend them. Yeah. Well, quit following them because they eat meat.
Or something like that. And it's just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dude.
Okay. So anyway, compassion over judgment.
Meat. How could you follow me? I used to. What's the problem?
I mean, there's only a couple people I know that were born vegan. I think Tori Washington.
I don't even know.
Like, there's a couple people.
It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter. But anyway, like I said, it
still doesn't give them the right to do that either, even if you were born vegan.
Well, no, but I'm just
a shit on other people, how they eat or whatever. It's all cultural. That's just how we all grew up, man.
You know, there was a saying, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I don't understand why that doesn't hold water today.
I don't know.
I mean, that's what I told my kids. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Yeah. And I think that's it's okay to question things, but you don't have to be mean about it.
Yeah.
Hey, why do you do that? Or, I find that to be a difficult thing. We can have a conversation without judging people, without shaming people, because one of the hardest things like I said about being vegan is the other vegans. I've got these people that are trying to turn around deadly diseases.
Yeah.
Chronic disease, heart disease, diabetes. They're literally struggling with staying on track for eating healthy. And it's every week I hear them having a hard time with family members or neighbors or coworkers, giving them crap when all they're trying to do is get healthy. So for the love of kale, take it down a notch. Ask them how good they're feeling. Is there anything that you could do to support them on their health journey? Like any other person who would quit smoking cigarettes or join Weight Watchers or...
What, you quit smoking? That's stupid.
Oh my gosh.
Why'd you do that?
Why would you do... You know what?
Dumb.
Have a donut. You started Weight Watchers. How many points is that? By the way, that's another fad that's over.
Yeah.
This is not a fad. This is a thing. So speaking of people who don't quit, we're slaying it over here, you said? I want to... What time is it? Let's be real. What time is it?
It's that time. 37.
We're at 37 minutes?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get to this next segment, the Plantspiration Health Report, because like we said, this is, most people are quitting right now. You're listening to this and you're wondering, I don't understand why Plantspiration still keeps crushing it, slaying it. It's because we're not dieting over here. And this Plantspiration Health Report is brought to you by our Plantspiration members.
Yeah.
They are fully immersed in a program that stops dieting and starts thriving. This is what happens when we stop dieting. So, John, take it away. We've been keeping track. For people, thank you very much for submitting your Plantspiration Health Report. We have all kinds of things we ask them. It's not just about weight.
No, it's not just about weight. It's about how things are going, how they're doing, what's going on. People had a really good week. They're going to the gym more. They have less stress, staying on track with their meal plan. Went to the day 3 days at the gym. I only got like 2 last week.
Wait a minute. Let me just get this straight. We got people that I know started off with no gym mode.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going more gym mode, which is making more people want to start moving.
There's people going 4 or 5 days that used to be like, I hate going to the gym.
Retired people we've got going to the gym. I'm loving this.
It's awesome. I'm telling you. They're 3 pounds lost. This person says joints not so stiff. Clothes fitting better, more energy. Better outlook.
Welcome to Plantspiration, baby.
A lot of things. Here's one. Here's a whole thing here.
Let's go, John. Break it down.
This is full and satisfied with the meals from class. Oh boy.
Give me some. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that.
What were those meals in our last class?
Well, we did a casserole with frozen hash browns. Okay, we did a cheesy sauce, and we make our recipes in class are the easiest. They're the most sustainable. They're the most effective because look at
delicious.
So we had the cheesy hash brown casserole. We did our famous wrap it up wraps.
Oh, yeah.
And we also had, what was it? Hold on.
The kale, are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh, that tastes like sausage. That's right.
That kale is amazing.
And the more people eat these recipes that we make and their families. I heard them. They're like, my families are trying it. Keep going.
So they're feeling really full and good from the meals from class. They're delicious. Snacking less. Deep breathing is helping with stress and staying present.
They're doing a good job.
People creating boundaries with the kids' food, so they're not tempted to eat their snacks.
Beautiful, using their skills.
Heck yeah. That's just how it starts, and then you just keep doing it, keep crushing, and kids eventually are like, "Hey, what are you eating?" And then they just want that, and you're not buying the snacks.
It's all about the skill power over here.
That's right. That's right.
Not willpower.
Created boundaries are not for those foods are not for me anymore. Again, the fullness from the healthy Plantspiration meals is taking the temptation away as well.
I love
mental clarity. Oh, it goes on and on.
Oh, please. This is the part I want people to hear. There's a solution.
People are doing now that they hadn't before, going to the gym, eating loads of veggies. They didn't eat the cookies, popcorn, chocolate, etc. that was at the office.
That's
this week.
winning.
That is winning because there's so much crap at the office. When nobody's around, I usually throw the stuff in the garbage.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
if it's still there the next morning when I come in, I just go.
You have to deal with
right
productivity.
off the counter into the you got to get more. How do you get more energy? Well, less.
This is a big deal because somebody out there might be listening and they think right away of all that stuff in the lunchroom. How are people getting through this, John? I
don't know, but I know there's somebody out there be like, well, there's people that are starving and you're throwing food away. Well,
no,
it's crappy food.
Listen, the point is how are people getting through these moments where it keeps on getting better and better for them?
What do you mean?
Skill power, baby.
It's easier. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's the
They're learning the skills.
They're like, man, I hope I can do it. No, they're learning the skills and they're using them and doing it.
Keep going. Let's hear
it. People are doing squats in the kitchen while waiting for food to cook.
Winning.
Heck yeah.
That's how it started for me.
Yep. Proper foods keep cravings away. Boom. That's a top notch. Not cooking with oil. And again, not eating kids' snacks.
The details, I love it.
I know.
Let's get to the goods.
Doing now less stress. Oh, hold on. Good sleep, good mood, good energy, good clothing fit. Labs are good, blood pressure is good, blood sugar is good, low stress. These are a lot of them. Better mood, energy is awesome. More clothes fitting better, more energy, lower blood sugars, digestion is better. Like,
amazing.
Dude, come on, man.
And these are from
our health report
this
what are you
week.
Talking about? Yeah.
So if anybody out,
week.
this is just this week.
And I'm not down. I'm not done.
I'm not down.
Well, I'm looking at
I'm down for this number you're about to drop.
How much weight's down? I'm looking at.
So last week was 2,237 pounds.
Right. Less inflammation in legs, fewer headaches, no junk food, unassisted deep squats, calmer, more regulated.
It's amazing.
Didn't spiral when plans changed.
Love this.
Triglycerides down, cholesterol down, iron improved, doctor approved, continuing without meds. Staying on plan after an off meal.
Winning.
Heck yeah, more confidence,
dieting.
Gym, veggies on repeat, less stress, joint less stiff, clothes fitting better. I mean, I got pages and pages. These people are rocking. Down more pounds, more energy, better outlook, snacking less, oil-free meals.
You guys, this is serious.
Mental clarity, digestion better.
We just want people to hear this is not just happening for us. This is not a trend.
And we dropped another 10 pounds in a week.
Let's hear it.
Heck yeah.
That's
2,347 pounds.
Well, that's some skill power for you. Mid-January.
You guys are crushing it. You guys did great.
And let's be real, mid-January is when most people give up. Not because they don't want it bad enough and not because they're lazy. It's because they're already beating themselves up. Mm-hmm. And then that stops working.
Right. I mean, a lot of times, like, you set the bar so high and just in a couple of weeks, you still feel like you're at the same spot. You just throw in the towel.
We don't do that. That's why we don't quit over here because
that's what I mean. People, you can't just go in with, I'm going to do this. And run out there and go after it. You need some support. You need the
Nutrition
guidance,
education.
the nutrition education. Sounds like you need Plantspiration.
Sounds like you do need Plantspiration. Speaking of
yeah.
which, I'm going to say it. This week's class is going to be,
Kick ass.
talking about the MVP, fiber.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's talking about protein out there. Everybody's talking about saturated fat out there. We're talking about the stuff that actually heals the body. Fiber. Where do all those GLP-1 hormones come from? Fiber.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, it's in your own
Fiber.
body. If you don't know, you have your own Zempic built in. You just got to eat the fiber, whole food, plant-based, and it'll kick in.
Fiber, the real MVP. That's what's in this week's class. We're talking about more of the easiest, simplest recipes that people are learning to eat their plants off. They're feeling good about food. It's not dieting. It's not restricting. We're not cutting back because those are trends, baby.
Yeah.
And we don't do those over here.
You know, it could be a trend.
What?
The red lentil dal I'm going to show everybody how to make on Wednesday.
How
Because
can
that's
you...
freaking amazing.
I mean, honest to gosh.
Just for that.
Listen to this.
Wait till you
I don't
guys
think
have
people
this.
understand this. This is where I am sick of diet culture. It took the majority of my life, and it's taken a lot of people's lives, this BS out there. It's very confusing. I'm not shaming anybody. I was in it. I did it. But if those diets worked, we wouldn't be the sickest generation ever. Okay? This right here, again, no shame. I was on the other side. This was the greatest thing that ever happened to us. The greatest thing that we're in here volunteering our time. We don't know what the heck we're doing in this podcast, but we just want to let everybody know they can do it too. And we've built an incredible program where people can come in here and learn to do this. And this week's class is all about the fiber. It's amazing what fiber can do. We're going to be talking about. We're making some. I don't want to give it away.
Give it away now.
It's just going to be amazing. We're making your red lentil dal. We're making some
delicious
Mexican bowls, some tortillas. We're doing all that stuff because that's what it is. Again, people like me thought that going vegan meant eating salads and all the jokes everybody gave me about eating like a rabbit. No, I eat like a horse.
The stupid memes with an ice cube on the plate.
I know.
You idiot.
I was like, come on. It's not like that. It's not like that. And we want to share with you how. So if this is...
I mean, I didn't know at first, but I wasn't like beating up people.
No.
Well, you know, I mean, I definitely gave our daughter some shit, and I feel bad about that. And I wish I could tell her, hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
That was...
She knows.
I'm like, just eat a dang quesadilla, you know?
Yeah.
I got Napoleon.
And of course, we told her afterwards, like, thank you. This saved our life. If it wasn't for you, like, if it wasn't for you, none of this would have happened. So forever grateful for that.
Yeah.
We've learned so much from that. And if anything, we've learned to have more compassion than ever. And I've got compassion for people that don't have it down perfect. Okay. We get it.
That's right.
I just want to see people make changes that improve quality of life each day and give them the skill
Speaking of the
power.
quality of life, man, I'm telling you, I don't have IBS anymore.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That was a part of our life that maybe we'll get into on the next episode.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's a story for the books.
I don't even know if we have enough time for that, so probably not.
Where are we at?
Yeah, 48.
I think we should stop it right here because that's a crappy story.
That is, but you know,
it's true.
I know. Have you ever, guys? Well, we'll talk about it next time, but
go ahead and do it.
No, I just wondering about. You ever been in a restaurant? It's like, oh man, I gotta go all of a sudden, and I'm not talking about pee.
That was our life.
About number 2.
That was our life.
My stomach was so messed up. I'd eat wherever we were. It didn't matter what I was eating.
Couldn't make it home.
Any type of restaurant, I was like, oh. No, where's your restaurant?
Well, this class is what resolved the IBS.
The last time we were at a steakhouse, I didn't know. It was my first time there. I was like, where the hell's the bathroom in this place?
We always had to spot out the bathroom every time we went somewhere.
Yeah.
We always had to spot that out. Where's it going to be? Because
that's why I didn't know
it.
where. I didn't spot this one out first. I thought, we'll go out. I feel good, whatever. And then, geez, by the time I got that steak down with some weird buttery topping, encrusted, what the did I just eat?
It controlled our life.
It turned my stomach upside down.
So many people out there, I'm sure, can relate to the IBS. You've had it since the day I met you.
Yeah.
Like, I just thought that was part of our relationship, that we would have to know where a bathroom was at all times, that you couldn't have a conversation 5 minutes after we ate because you had to excuse yourself.
Just recently I found out it means irritable bowel syndrome. I thought it was just I'd be shitting. Serious.
I don't want people to have to go through that. We'll tell the rest of the story next time because it's pretty deep.
It'll be a good podcast.
Yeah.
It won't be too crappy, but it'll be
But we want to see everybody in class. We want to see everybody feeling better. We
Enough
want
of the shit talk. Let's talk about class. It's going to be amazing.
And compassion.
And this food like fixes your gut.
That's what we'll talk about. Yeah.
So everything's calm and chill.
That you can have juices,
Without
that you can eat all this stuff. Yeah. And it doesn't do that to you.
No.
All right. We hope to see you in this week's class. And if you guys like this episode and you're feeling it and you feel like having some more compassion and love, then we're going to tell you eat your plants off, okay? For your health.
The animals.
And the planet.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out. We've got work to do.
All right.
This was fun.
Get out of here.
We love you guys.
Bye.